Hello students, this is the another video of class 8 science, and as you know we are discussing the chapter 1 of this class, and the name of the chapter is crop production and management. And we are studying about the agricultural practices which are involved in the agriculture. And we had seen that in agricultural practices there are so many steps. Basically there are 8 steps which are involved in the agricultural practice so that we can grow the crops in a good and better way. And these agricultural practices are soil preparation, selection and sowing of seeds, manuring or adding fertilizer, irrigation, weeding, harvesting, threshing and winnowing, and storage. In the earlier video we had discussed about the soil preparation. How do we prepare the soil, and what are the importance of soil preparation. Now in this video we are going to discuss about the selection and sowing of the seed. So it is very necessary to select the good variety of seed, healthy seed, and there are so many methods to sow the seed in the field that we will discuss in this video. So let's see. So for getting the good crop in the field, we must be aware the fact that the good quality of seed is must for a good crop, and that's why the farmer must select the seed that are what are the what are the characteristic of a good quality seed. The quality of the seed must be the seeds must be healthy. They must be of good quality. The seed must be dried properly and have no dampness, means moisture, and they that may encourage the growth of the fungi. The seed must be properly dried. If it will having the moisture or dampness, then the fungus will grow and it will decay or spoil the seed. And the seed must not mixed with the seed of the weeds. It must be pure, free from the any seed of the weed, and it must free from any infection. And the seed must store in a strong bags and neat and clean bags. It must free from the insects and pest. There must not be any kind of insect and pest in the seeds, and it must not contaminated with the wastage, rotting food material, excreta of animals, etc. So these are the precautions that we should take before in the process of selection of the seed. And here you can test the viability of the seed, means the cell will grow or not. So take some kidney beans from the stalk which are to be used for sowing and soak it overnight in the water. Remove the seed coat and chop thin slice of the cotyledons. And then after, put the slices of the seed in the petri dish and add few drops of dilute sulfuric acid and leave it for some time. And if the seed turns blood red, then it is viable to grow, and if not, then it is not fit for growing. What you have to do, you have to take some seed and you have to remove the seed coat and you have to chop it into thin slice. And then after you will have to pour some drop of dilute sulfuric acid, and you will have to leave that seeds for some times. Then you will see if the seed will turn into the blood red color, then you will be sure that these seeds are viable, means they are the healthy seeds. They can grow and germinate very well. And if they will not show the blood red color, then it is not fit for growing. Now the process of spreading the seed in the soil to germinate is known as sowing. What is sowing? So sowing is a process of spreading the seed in the soil to germinate. That is called sowing. For sowing seeds, the following point must be kept in the mind. So what are the steps you should keep in your mind for sowing the seeds? So first one is proper spacing of the seed must be ensured. If you are growing the seeds into the field, and there must be some proper space between the seeds so that overcrowding will not be occur. And because overcrowding is harmful, when lots of seed will be present at one place, then they will compete with each other, and it may result into a shortage of nutrients, air, sunlight, water, and can kill the seedlings. Second, the seed must be sown in a proper row so that watering them or transplanting them is easy. Like cotton, potato, maize, soybean are all row crops. We must sow the crops in a proper rows so that it will be easy to water and transplant the seedling. Now the seed must be sown at a reasonable depth. The depth must be reasonable, must be proper, so that they are sown too deep they may suffocate without air. If you will sow the seed very deep, then it will suffocate, they will not get the air and they will die. And if they are spread on the soil, they may be eaten by the birds. So neither it must not be either very deep or on very superficial. It must in a proper reasonable depth. Seed must be sown in a proper season. You must take care of the season, in which season you will have to grow the seed. You must have in your mind before growing the seeds, sowing the seeds. Soil must be prepared well so that it has adequate moisture content for the germination of the seed. Before sowing the seed, you must prepare the soil so that the seed can grow easily, germinate easily, and it will grow into a better crop. Now we will see the methods of sowing seeds. So there are different kinds of method that we used in sowing the seeds. So first one is broadcasting. In this method, seeds are sown manually by hand, and they are spread into the entire field with no uniformity of rows, no proper spacing, and not in the proper depth of the soil. Cereals like wheat and rice are grown by this method. Like you can see here in this diagram, broadcasting of seed. Simply we take the seeds in a hand and we spread it into the field without any making rows and proper spacing. We just simply spread it in the field, and like for example, cereals like wheat and rice, we grow it in this manner. So broadcasting is the manual way of sowing the seed in which we spread the seed. Okay, now the second one is drill sowing or dribbling. In this process, we make the small hole in the ground for seed, and this is the better method of sowing the seed. Once the seed are put in the holes, they are then covered with the soil, and this saves time and labor and prevents the damage of seed by birds. So in the drill sowing, we use the drill machine, okay, driller, and we use the seed drill, and in which we make the small holes, and in that hole we keep the seed and we cover it with the soil. And there is a machine known as seed drill. Here you can see seed drill, and seed drill is the simple device consisting of a bamboo tube with a funnel on it attached to a plug. As the plug moves over the field, the tube attached to it leaves the seed kept in the funnel at equal distance and depth. The plug keeps making furrows in the soil in which the seeds are dropped by the seed drill, and this ensures that the seed cells also get covered by the soil after sowing. Traditionally, bullock driven seed drills were used, which had just one long tube with a funnel. The tractor driven seed drill is a modern form of this method, in which which has 5 to 6 iron tubes joined together with a common funnel at the top. You can see here the seed drill which we attached with the tractor, and by the help of this seed drill we sow the seeds in a very proper manner with a proper depth and space. Now there is a fourth type, is that is transplanting. And in transplanting, what do we do? In transplanting, we in case of some crops like rice, tomato, onion, chili, and brinjal, seeds are not directly sown in the field. These seeds are first sown in the seed beds called nurseries, and after the seeds have grown into the small plantlets called seedlings, only healthy and well developed seedlings are transferred and transplanted in the field. This process of transferring the seedlings from the nursery to the main field by hand is called transplanting. So some crops like rice, tomato, onion, and chili and brinjal, they are not directly sown in the field. They first of all they grow into the nurseries where they convert into tiny plantlet called seedlings. Then they transfer into the main field, and this process is called known as transplanting. So basically these are the methods that are involved in the sowing of the seeds. And the third steps involved in the agricultural practice is manuring or adding fertilizer, and this topic we will discuss into the next video. So till then, thank you.